Good morning, Mom. Good morning, classmates. Now, let us know our topic for this morning, the assessing learning outcomes in intermediate grades. Assessing learning outcomes in intermediate grades are the skills and knowledge students should demonstrate, including mastering key concepts, critical thinking, communication, and teamwork. But before we proceed to our proper discussion, let us all know the objectives. To highlight the importance of assessing learning outcomes in intermediate grades, to identify and describe various types of assessments suitable for students in these grades, to provide effective strategies for implementing assessment in the classroom, to address challenges faced in assessing students and propose solutions, and last, to provide the role of assessments in fostering academic and holistic development. Now, let us know the importance of assessment in intermediate grades. Number 1. Monitoring progress. Assessment enable teachers and parents to track how well students meet academic standards. So, in this assessment, teachers and parents track students' progress, highlights strengths and weaknesses, and allow for adjustments in teaching to ensure students met academic standards. Next, the guiding instructions. Assessment results help tailor instructional methods to address individual learning needs. So, assessment results help teachers adjust their methods to to meet individual student needs, providing targeted, supported, where it's needed for more effective learning. So, for example, hindi marunong ang batang bumasa. So, teacher should provide extra support for student instruction. So, teacher must give support to the students to give instructions so that those learners should na hindi marunong bumasa ay makakaintindi kung ano ba ang dapat gawin. Next, the fostering accountability. Regular assessments encourages students to take ownership of their learning journey. So, regular assessment encourage students to track their own progress, set goals, and take responsibility to their learning. For example, nag-check sila ng kanilang mga papers sa math problems. So, they know na maliit lang yung nakuha nila. So, yung mga students na yon, magti-take na sila ng responsibility na, ay, sige, maliit pala yung nakuha ko sa math problems. So, kailangan kong pagbutihan sa susunod. So, I need to study more and more so that I can pass. Next, number 4, the identifying learning gaps. Early identification of gaps ensures timely intervention. So, finding learning gaps early helps teachers provide support to students so that the students should not left behind. For example, student struggles with multiplications, a teacher can identify the gap early and provide extra practice. So, for example, nag-multiplication sila. So, ang students na yun ay hindi pa marunong. So, the teacher should take his or her responsibility to take extra practice so that those students will be motivated and can learn more in multiplication. And the last is the encouraging holistic development. Assessment evaluate not only academics but also social, emotional, and collaborative skills. For example, a group project might reveal how well students collaborate with peers, while reflective journal can show their emotional understanding and self-regulation. Now, let us proceed to the types of assessments. First is the formative assessments. conducted during the learning process to provide immediate feedback. Example, classroom discussions, quizzes, exit tickets, peer reviews, observation and checklist. For example, teacher give a short quiz on fraction to see how well students understand, or when students are struggling, students should give extra practice before moving to the next topic. Second, the summative assessment. Evaluate learning at the end of an instructional period. Examples: end of unit test, standardized exam, or final project. So, example, at the end of the unit, teachers give a final test to assess students' overall understanding. Next, the performance-based assessments require students to demonstrate skills through tasks. Examples: essay, experiment, and presentations. Evaluating real-world tasks to demonstrate their skills and knowledge. To know to know to know that the students um, can understand, we will evaluate them to real world situations to apply their critical thinking skills and knowledge. Self assessment and peer assessment. It encourages reflection and critical feedback. Examples: rubrics, reflection journals, peer evaluation forms. So, self assessment, students evaluate their own work, while peer assessment, students evaluate other work, give each other feedback and suggestions for improvement. So, the diagnostic assessments encourage reflection and critical feedback. It is to assess students' prior knowledge before starting a new lesson to identify students' strengths and weaknesses. Now, let us proceed to the effective assessment strategies. First, align assessment with learning objectives. So, it ensures that the assessment evaluates what students are expected to learn. Second, use diverse methods for a comprehensive assessment. Using a diverse method for evaluations means employing various assessment types like quizzes, projects, and discussions. Third, provide clear rubrics and scoring guides. So, clear rubrics and scoring guides outline how students will be evaluated. 4. Incorporate technology for efficient feedback. So, you need to incorporate technology for efficient feedback so that the students can know their progress. 5. Promote inclusivity to accommodate diverse learning styles. Offers constructive feedback and opportunities for self-reflection. So, you as a teacher, you need to construct your feedback and opportunities for self-reflection. So, sa pagbibigay mo ng feedback sa mga students, you need to, kailangan mo siyang pag-isipang mabuti kung makakabuti ba to sa kanya o makakasakit pa sa kanya. So, you need to construct your feedback na hindi masasaktan ang estudyante. Next, the challenges in assessing intermediate grades. First, balancing standardization and individualization. Standardized tests may not capture unique learning progress. So, di ba, standardized test, hindi talaga yan, ang estudyante ay hindi masyadong makakaintindi dahil sa sobrang standard. 'Di ba? Dapat kung mabibigay ka ng test, you should know what you are going to give so that the students can understand well and they will answer. They will use their critical thinking. Second, time constraints. Grading and conducting assessments can be time consuming. So, di ba, makakat, you should consume time in grading and conducting assessments. Third, addressing diverse needs. Differentiated methods are required for varying students' abilities. So, um, marami kang students na, marami kang mga students. So, you, you need to use different method and how to, kung paano mo dadalhin yung mga students mo. Dahil iba-iba sila ng pag-uugali. Next, avoiding overemphasis on testing. Excessive testing may cause stress and disengagement. So, conclusion, assessing learning outcomes in intermediate grades is crucial for monitoring progress, guiding instruction, and promoting holistic development. Diverse assessment strategies or thoughtful planning can address challenges effectively. Educators should adapt varied assessment methods, ensure inclusivity, and leverage technology for efficient assessment.